Talking about law, spiritual law, kingdom law versus man law. Oh, my by the way, I don't think people really know the time. We're being ushered into an era. We're being ushered into an era in this system. And you want to know who are the actors and what are they doing and what will they be doing? What part does America play in what's going on according to the Bible? I believe once you get a first understand who are the players, and that begins with knowing who am I. Long standing question that a lot of people are asking themselves, especially in this day and time. So much uncertainty. Who am I? And now I'm guessing that you're seeking the Most High. Why are you searching these answers, searching life for these answers? I hope you are. I hope you got. I hope that we've gotten to a point where we realize now. Maybe Malcolm X wasn't so, as they say. Maybe his ass- assessment of American culture, American politics and culture, maybe he wasn't off like people like to portray. And then when you talk about the spirit that's on the nation, first through his government, and then the people believe in this nation. Then a lot of our people done drunk the Kool-Aid. I was looking through YouTube earlier, and I seen the gentleman hosting that live, and I heard him making all these points, pointing to things that were going on with this government and how great, these are his words, President Trump is. I'm like, huh, bro. We really got some people running around saying this the greatest president. I'm like, wow. I'm not a Democrat neither, but you really got brothers and sisters running around saying, and I had to stop and think about it for a moment. I'm like, okay, black folk were Republicans before they were Democrats. So I could see that spirit being awakened. But then they don't mean that's something that I would do because either you gonna believe on God, the Most High, and His Word, and really put forth a real effort to show, to study yourself, approve unto God, and then to show through your actions. This is knowledge, family. This one got nothing to do with religion. You want a solution. You want something that's going to teach you the right way based on the law. What is the law? I know we hear that a lot. That term, that word a lot, law. And the origin of the word is Hebrew. I always took the time to show my son that when you go into your collegiate dictionary, it's going to have the alphabets and it's going to tell you what year, what alphabet came out. And the first they got on there is the Hebrew alphabet. And I'm like, you see something? So I'm showing them CT custom. Okay, I'm gonna rock with that. Hit the offset. Back in the studio. Make some shit happen. Fourth quarter. I think we know the time. But what's going on in that world to the chosen, it don't matter. We moving on a set play already that's established coming from the heavens, fam. It's bigger than politics or any group you could become a part of. And I don't care how much knowledge you think you got. This right here, hey, this truth, this it. That's why I go so hard with it. I stay in it. People, wow, that's all you talk about. What else? What else am I supposed to talk about? Somehow, he says, seek ye first the kingdom. So that's what we do. We seek the kingdom of Elohim. But yet, at the same time, understanding behind that, that's where the equity comes in. That calls you to do something, not just here, but it calls you to do something in the physical. And what comes out of you is going to shake this earth, especially when you're not connected to the world and their systems. And ain't nothing wrong with that. If you using bank systems through their credit, I pray that you using it where you're turning that, using it as an asset instead of just paying debt and steady, going through that rigor every other week or so. Like, man, I got to get this in order. But you steady doing the same thing. You know, what's that word called? Complacent. You got comfortable. I did. Now it's like my everything around me, which is aligning. All things work together for the good of those who love Yahuwah, first and foremost. So I'm not worried about too much worried about what's going on in the world. I'm praying that what I'm doing is having effect, having an will have an effect on the world, an adverse effect, contrary to where the powers that shouldn't be are leading the earth in their respective countries. And then it's a team sport. Many people playing team sport. I'm sitting here at the computer putting together a print. This new design I just put together, which I'm putting a few of them together, creating this portfolio. Then I will be going public with them with my IPO. You did? What's that thing they created? ETFs. Yeah, this thing gonna sell. This is something you can get behind, put some money in, because it's gonna sell around the clock. Set a nice price and push. Don't try to rob people. Sell them a nice design, nice color, layers. Mm, yeah, I like that. It's giving me ideas. My artistic aspect kicking in now. That artisan kicking in. He's an artistic person. And I say artistic, because it's giving me some game. You know, when I'm looking at these designs, it's giving me game as in business. Let me change my conversation because I'm not in the streets. I am around. I'm quite sure a lot of people who listen to me, a lot of y'all are probably professionals. You know, you work 9 to 5s or you own a business. You have a structured environment. You know, I respect that. I do too. The difference is I run my environment too. Some of us don't, and that's cool. But there is a difference. Right now, like I said, I'm out here in the field, about to make this design, do retail. And in this retail, what I'm touching on now, bringing to the platform are designer prints. And I use vinyl. I want to show it, but then I'm not. It ain't time. When you see it, it's going to be on the shirt. It's going to be on the shirt. Getting everything in order. And I got some moves to make. I'm going to a 30-day run. But I ain't back on the block though. I'm coming with these clothes. Sell some clothes and some designs. Okay, you need something for the woman. You need a woman's color. You got the man. You got female hustlers too. But it's giving this design giving credence and shout out and showing respect to the 773 area code and what's going on in that environment. It's a lot of hustling going on. Every day I'm hustling. You know, and I'm quite sure y'all are too. Even in a work environment, that's what you do. Go handle your business. I just got that desire. I want to get wealthy, fam. I'm so tired of what's not happening. That's why I don't even listen. I pay attention to world events, world events. That's why I stay in Africa. But right now, it's pressing issues going on over here. We got to prepare for a lot that's going on. But I'm gonna stay focused on this bread and get this bread and go forward with the plans that I have for securing. Being able to provide and secure. There's a lot of people feeling uncertain right now. People's spirits are down, and I'm like, nah, y'all got to go check my channel out. I deal specifically with that because people don't know how to pour into. Seem like we don't know how to pour into one another. We just go off the rip. And I say we go off the rip. I know people educated. They follow these philosophies and doctrines. Are you a philosopher, Dwayne? Yes. I think very deeply. But I don't follow philosophers, and they doctrine. I like to read. Sometimes I'll read books and things to be familiar, to know what you're talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with learning. But don't be ever learning and never come into the knowledge of truth where you can, all right, this is what it is, apply it like this, and because it comes with an instruction. I try to stay in that mode. Ain't no I try to stay. I stay in that mode. And that word hustler, same as business, man. I pray people don't get offended about it because I'm inspired by it. And you hear it in the lingo every day. But then some people gonna be like, well, why would you say hustle? You running the business. In that business and hustle mode. I got a hustler's passion, baby. We got that hustler's passion. Y'all know what time it is. We know what time it is. Black folk hustle. You know, it's good. Just make sure you stand on your business. Because at the end of the day, and whatever you do, do it with integrity. Everything with integrity. Irregardless to how people come off. I know sometimes people will come off you in a certain way you like, what the, it'll leave an impression on you. But sometimes the best thing to do is to ignore some shit. Because then you'll be, people know they can do certain things and that'll trigger you and pull you out disrupt your, disrupt what, to try and disrupt what you got going on. That's a ploy of the enemy. Because the enemy know what time it is. And a lot of people can peep basically what type of person you are. Your conversation, your mannerism, the things you do, things you get involved with. People know who they have around them. Even without conversation, if we never have a conversation, I pay attention to all of that. I pay attention to people's spirit. Like I always say, we pay people to become good orators. But that don't mean the stuff they talking about is relevant. You know, and it matters because you got a lot of men and women who went to school and acquired an education under the guise of a promise of this, you know, this golden moment in life of success being achieved through hard work, of course, investment, hard work. I don't don't see where saving money is going to accumulate wealth. Then, if you saving money, somebody else, the bank is using it. Yes, you put you some money up, but if you got money sitting in the bank, I believe it's a waste of time. That money should, in the sense that I will put my money into my business, put it right back in it to expand it, to keep the money working, and at the same time expand the business. That's what I do with my pennies. I sell my designs. I use them, what I make off that, to go back to expand. Now like I said, I'm on a 30-day run. I'm finna really expand. I'm a designer. I create. I'm an artist. I'm a damn great artist, and I have that vision to design. And then I'm in the field every day. I'm seeing what people wearing, you know, and I know the culture. So I pretty much know what they want, what they will like or won't like. So I'm gonna run with it. All that matters. So when I make my presentation, and I'm not gonna be one of the ones that's you gonna see and wearing all that stuff. No, uh, I wear it, but you're not gonna see me wearing that stuff like that all the time. Them clothes, I see a lot of people. Oh, well, presentation is everything. Okay, presentation to me is receipts. Is what you're doing effective? Does it matter? Are you making money? Is it consistent? Okay, we got something to work with. You can scale it. It's like hustling. You ain't gonna go buy no bullshit weed. You going to get that thaya thaya. You trying to get that smoke. You know what I'm saying? You going to get the strongest motherfucker. You going to get the strongest killer you can get. With that, you want that thing. You don't want that what Cat Williams say? That Huckleberry. Hell no. You going to get that dope. I'm from Chicago. That's what they call it. And strong. They call it dope. You got that doja for sure. Not heroin. Dope. They call strong weed dope. You got dope in some areas because the shit be strong. Strong, strong, strong. I even thought about making some designs with I got a weed design. I'm like, damn, well, use the weed design. Negro, get in there and be. And I'm like, no, I don't want to push that image. That idea I don't want to push because there's consequences behind it. Unless I'm going to explain that to the people, because some people would take that shit and run with it. Words have power. Hustler, who don't want to aspire to be the number one hustler in whatever genre and whatever business they in. You want to out hustle. That word means so. Hustle. Look that word up. I'm a wordologist. I like to look words up. I want to know what they mean. I tell parts every day, so I'm used to speaking to people. I have to convey whatever that problem is, and then convince them that I'm the one to fix it. Which the receipts, what you're capable of doing, should speak for you. Hustle, hustle, real hard. Let's see what that word means. Voila. This dictionary I was talking about, the collegiate, the American Heritage College Dictionary, third edition. You did hustle. What does that word mean? Skirt. To jostle or shove roughly. To jostle or shove roughly. To jostle. I assume that means to, kind of push. Where in the end of it saying shove roughly, so the opposite of that. I assume it's jostle. Like shake a thing or loose. Shake a thing and come loose. Or to convey in a hurried or rough manner. Whoa. A hurry. To convey. To push these designs in a hurry or rough manner. Not rough. To cause or urge to proceed quickly. To gain by energetic effort. Slang. To sell or get by questionable or aggressive means. To pressure into buying or doing something. What? To jostle, to jostle and push. To work or move. These damn words like they done got smaller. Or move energetically and rapidly. To act aggressively, especially in business dealings. Hmm. In business dealings, slang. To obtain something by deceitful or illicit means. Slang. To solicit customers. Look that word jostling up. Jostling. Reading is fundamental. I love reading. I've always been an avid reader and supporter of reading. I used to read so many damn books, and that came with sitting still. They had me in. They had me in the bank. Bastards locked me up. I wasn't no saint. Them bastards locked me up, bro. Jostle. To come in rough contact while moving. To come in rough contact. Push and shove. Holy smoles. To make one's way by pushing or elbowing. You got to move with passion. That's why I say I got the hustler's passion. So you move with passion. That means we're moving with intent in a certain type spirit. That go getter spirit. And right now I'm in go getter mode. Work with my youngin. Get him introduced into business. He's coming into that age. At least till he find a job, we finna put our hands to work. Show him how he live. And we ain't selling no drugs. We're gonna be going places. A lot of places I haven't been in a while. I know my lady will love that. Oh, you going places now? Y'all know I'm finna hear. Y'all know I'm about to hear it, but it's all good. Let's go blow that breath of air in my lungs that I need. We're gonna get out there on everything. Make these graphic designs. I'm gonna make some car decals, some prints for the shirts. I ain't gonna make no big stupid prints. Make these nice. I know the hustlers are like these. The hustlers got money, so I'm gonna definitely target them. The drug dealers and the hustlers got all the money. People that work, we ain't got no motherfucking money. Don't let them fool you. You know, we ain't got no money because you depending on, something outside your forces. Again, I'm not, because what I have, I can sell myself, which I actually do. I'm not dependent on no system, company, and it's not easy. Entrepreneuring ain't easy, fam. It's a rough fucking world, especially if you can't readily get funding, but funding won't stop you. It's like with this trade I have. I need money. All I got to do is now, keep that phone on and communicate and continue to do what I'm doing now. Because somebody wants somebody to know, yeah, I'm a hustler. Then I took this idea from a rap song I heard. I remember. I'm like, yeah, that's going to resonate. Then how you characterize it, how you build it, the actual print. I like this. And I made another design for the name of the retail space that I got. You did. So that's it. Push forward and get this bread roll. Get out here. I'm gonna have some giveaways too. Get some of this away so people can, yeah, they ask questions. Make sure I get my son. Be around his little friends. on his home. His buddies and out there playing ball, and they see him. Somebody stressing. Yeah, cause you gotta get on your business. So we gonna get that stress out you. That means you ain't doing enough work. If you full of stress, young bull, you're a young bull. You should be going hard in the paint, especially if you're a young girl, a young man or a young lady. Like that words, yeah, hustle fits very. As a matter of fact, I should write like, okay, put that print on there, but then add the hell yeah. That's gonna sell it. I ain't gonna even say what it is. I'm gonna get my idea away. Somebody might be a creator on here. I see that motherfucking idea. I mean, excuse me. I see that idea pop up and they getting it more. I'm gonna be hecky mad. I'm gonna be mad. I know trademark, woo, 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 but I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like John Gotti mad. I might come pay you a visit, knock on your door. Let's go have a sit down and talk. What you doing? We're gonna have a sit down because if I'm not going, my buddy told me, he's like, man, you better get your woo woo. You better pay to get this, pay to get that. I'm like, bro, I'm not worried about nobody stealing no design. What the hell? That's what it's for. Put it out there in the ether. No, you can make a lot of money off of it. You can sue them. Woo woo. Yeah, we'll get to that when we're a factor. For right now, I'm gonna put it out there. And then if they want to steal my designs, then that means they're gonna be pushing my shit. It'll be working for me anyway. That's what I wanted to do. Go forward. I don't care about all that. I'm not trademarking, doing none of that. I will pull up and knock on your motherfucking door. All that you got a gun don't mean a thing to me. You want to act a fool and play and get on some, act like you a gangster. Call yourself taking people's stuff. That's how I'm gonna address your ass. That's how I'm coming. You want to play games? We coming forward because you push it to that level. You don't steal. God said, "Thou shalt not." You know what I'm saying? Bust my lip and take it. I can respect that. But you gotta know you're gonna have a fight every time you see me. You ain't gonna just take my shit and think you set it in stone. I'm taking Wayne shit every time I see him. I don't think so. We're gonna fight every time I see you. I gotta get mine back. Hey, I'm a 70s baby. I'll be damned you gonna run around talking about, I whooped his ass. No, nigga, you gonna fight till I win. Or you gonna kill me. Cause you gonna have to make me know I ain't capable of redeeming myself, and I ain't never had that problem. I'm just speaking, you know. I'm just speaking reality, because it can happen to you. It can happen to you, but it also can happen to that one that's coming. You coming with it? I'm coming for it. Stop playing. Okay, I'm gonna do this hustle for shizzle. Do this hustle. I should put the definition of a hustler on there, so people won't misconstrue what you mean. They ain't gonna misconstrue this. They gonna understand perfectly well. Oh yeah, I get it. I know you do. I think this gonna be a hot one. This one gonna sell. This one gonna get a lot of sales. I'm gonna cut a lot of them so they can get a lot of sales. A lot of sales. Watch. I'm telling you shit, and then I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. I got my young one, and he's the one that's getting involved. So yeah, and then he's trying to build his life. Like I said, we're on a 30-day run. We're gonna do all things the right way. Do it the right way. So if we're gonna run a business, we're gonna set the damn business up the right way, so you will know. If we're gonna get a job, we're gonna prepare ourselves for a damn job. The right way, whichever way. The point being, as a man, I know this is something you have to do for your children. And I got 2 daughters too. Their name is on that business. So I have every reason to zoom the world out and focus in on what I need to do as far as getting it recognized in the system and legally up and running with no hiccups. I mean, I can go anywhere and pull my business and take care of my business. You know, tell them where and everywhere I go, I'm gonna have my product. So it works. Get rid of that gold. Do that red and let me see. Do I got some blue? I got some blue. I should. Ooh! I bought this weed paper, this weed print, and I never knew. Now this, I'm gonna create this for the drug dealer, for the weed man. I got this weed print paper vinyl. So what I'm gonna do is use this to design the word hustle with the rest of the design. Now that's gonna really get their attention, like especially the little weed dealer. He's gonna be like, huh? If he's selling weed, he gonna want that print. He gonna want that print on everything. I can't show y'all yet. I'm gonna show y'all once I make it. And I should make a video doing that, showing how I cut these designs, create it from inception, then cut it. That's what the hell I should do. On my paper. Yeah, I'm gonna use this weed. Now I use this weed because that's gonna tell them. Yeah, you know what that means. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Made about 4 of them, different color ones. Make some for the women, make some for the men. Gotcha. Kill. Oh yeah, I'm trying to kill him with that one. It's gonna be a nice one. It's gonna be this ice. All right, y'all. Y'all be encouraged in whatever you're doing. Man, hold fast to that good and perfect will. Everything we got, them ideas and things that be coming to your mind, these are the desires of your heart that the Most High is bringing to your remembrance. Seek Him. That's what the Bible tells us. Seek ye first the kingdom. That's the king's dominion, the king's instruction. Everything is based on law, meaning it has an instruction to operate. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Go for it. Set your mark and go for it. Don't let nobody deter you. Don't let nobody stress you the fuck out about where you at, especially if they not giving you the tools. You know what I'm saying? They ain't giving you no game on how to go about establish yourself with doing something. Some say, yeah, well, maybe you just need to get a job so you can learn. Maybe you do need to get a job to learn. But I say, hell no. Put them in the field that they want to go in and put them to work. All that. Learn as you go. Get active. And life will bring the things that you need. You know, educate yourself first. And at least have a understanding of, say, you want to follow in the footsteps of your parents. Both of your parents or one of your parents have a business. That's something you can tap into to get yourself going. Especially if you're not get if you don't have a job or have an idea for yourself. I don't know why people don't do that. Because I'm sure thinking like, who do I know that runs this type of business? It's not too many in my area, or they drop ship. They don't. And like I said, only reason I went to it because I am an artist. So I'm not afraid to take that chance to design something to put it out there and sell it. Hell no. We're gonna get bread. I'm about that bread, fam. And yeah, I wanna make enough. I don't have no problem paying taxes and doing things the right way. No problem with none of that, fam. Bottom line is establish the business because I got dependents. They might think, oh, dad never did that. It didn't really come to fruition. He probably tried and it was on his heart, but it didn't come to fruition. Shit. As long as I'm breathing, that's the destination. And it's ever more so now. Dad has been reinvigorated off the word because I ain't looking at the world no more. CDT custom. Yeah, put that print out there for that. Simple. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's an honor. I'm gonna start putting that design on all my shirts. Put the name of that retail space on all. Or should I not? Because it's a retail. It's a CDT product. Yeah, put it on now. Bring it to life. You want to you can bring out all the stops. You don't do it real big. I feel like in that Nipsey now. Real big? Heck yeah, I'm gonna do it real big. Real big, you dig? Okay, let me find a color to go with that. Great. See what that green like. Mm-hmm. Rose gold. Gold phone. You know, rose gold phone. That's for the women. That's why I need to go and pay my damn cricket bill. Put some money on my card. Pay my damn cricket bill. Uh-uh. That's gonna be weeded out. So weed color and weed it out with the man's color. That's white, black. I don't got no white. We need to get rid of that white. Offset, get rid of that. I don't got no white. That's why I need to go down to that shop and get some yellow. Yeah. Put that on a black shirt, so whatever it is, it has to. Hmm. Why don't you keep running to the red color? I don't have red. You don't have any red, sir. Use that North Carolina blue. Yeah. Use that North Carolina blue. That North Carolina. That's grizzly, so you get rid of that gray. That's for the one. Red ain't gonna be red, it's gonna be weed and oh, rose gold. Weed and rose gold. It's for the women, so yeah, rose gold. And desert. Yeah. Rose gold and gray. One. Put a pink on it. Yeah, pink for them. Pink and purple. Rose gold, weed, and that. Yeah. So I got some, yeah, I got a hot pink too. I should do that glitter pink. Do that glitter, they don't go ape stuff. Ooh. And keep them small so I can use my little iron. I don't feel like to make a couple. I'll make a couple for put them on the shirt, and the rest of them put them in the cut. Do a man's and do a woman's. Do a medium woman. A lot of them be small, but they'll crack that medium. Make sure I take a medium woman and a large or do a large man. or medium. These guys be wanting low ass shirts. Like, stop playing. These shirts be tight as hell. If y'all don't stop that, green, that look fun. I guess. This gonna be green too. Yeah, with the regular colors, they're still representative of the one. Okay, I can do that white. Skirt. I need to get my feel. There's some things I could do with my words. I can't do it. I'm limited, but we still gonna create that sauce. Get it? I should do some royal purple. A little too ashy with that, daddy. Keep it basic. Cause then what might pop to you might not have popped, might not pop, might not pop to them. Oh shit! I should do the whole tag. We, yeah, do the name print. Oh no, don't do that. Use that green to complement that. Voila. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna crack them real quick with them. And yeah, let me show y'all. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna do it. You're a seller. Never know, they might want one. Tonight, what you ain't gonna show. This print I put together. This is a vinyl cut. Vinyl is another type system. You got the DTF, direct to garment. You got sublimation. One of those kind. That one for the women. Rose gold. And like I said, the hustle I'm gonna cut with that weed. Got rose gold pink. That represent the women. And the blue is for the fellas. It's gonna be blue and gray. Green and gray. With the baby blue background. Black offset, then baby blue offset. I'm gonna sell the shit out of them real quick. Make a nice little penny. Now that's something I like about this. And that's what I want to do any damn way. Create a design, put it out there, and just let it make money. I'm tired of working on cars any damn way. And skill it, run some commercial ads on these sites. And push, hit the streets when I'm going to church, wherever I'm at. Push, I got some more designs. I'm gonna run these tonight though. And push. I want y'all a custom design made. And that's 3 layers. That's not one layer. It's 3 different layers of colors. I remember when we were shorts, we used to go to KC Sports. I had them put them words on our jackets. Now I'm putting words on jackets. See if I can get some KC Sports money going. You did? Get some KC. Hey, make sure I push to get some KC Sports money behind me. And I'm coming from the mud. Ain't no banks and none of that involved. Always sketchy about banks. Like I said, it's always something that I can do because this ain't all I do. I run my little auto repair program, and it does pretty well. And it's consistent as I thought it should be from, years of working, proving myself. But then I caught on to what my homie was saying. He's like, man, if you got a garage I can come to, and I'm like, yeah, that road service shit. having them come to you, they not feeling that. You're going to have to step it up. That's something you can work on. Get your garage where they can pull up, because then everything is set. Even now you charge. It's a nice setup. It'll pay for itself. All I'm doing is putting the model in place and running it on cruise control. And put some employees in there and run that mug around the clock. Oil lubes, pull them engines, pull the trans. I even go in there and get busy, pull some engines and trans, fix tires, road service, and have a car wash in there. After we fix them, we'll wash them, detail them if you even desire. Because a lot of people, they don't have time. And I get people like my buddy, I'm going to reach back out to him. He just bought another car. I do be servicing his automobiles. But I want to get in on that too. Shit, you need them detailed, bring them to me. Because that's a job. I can outsource it. Get young and roll. Want to detail some cars? Shit, get the cleaning utensil, get the cleaning tools, and we can go to work. Go to work. Now show them, run them through it. Show them how to use those machines. Shit, bring them cars back to life. You can make a pretty penny off that. You charge the ass 150 a detail. Charge them. I'm telling my son, he's into computer science, and he do a lot of work with people, teaching people, showing people, setting up a lot of things for them through their devices. I'm like, man, you charge their ass. That's like me. A person come for a diagnosis. I was charging people $45, but I knew the dealership was charging people ass $125 an hour. Get an oil change and top offs. Wasn't no free work done. I'm like, okay, give them a 45. This community. And then you realize, shit, them prices gonna have to. You want to survive, you gonna have to change your prices, man. You got to change the prices. This I'm working on. This is my baby. And this I got to get going. It's got to it'll stand on its own too. So that's where I'm at with it. It stands on its own too. A lot of people thought I was just, he just in the way. But no, I drop ship too. You order, ship them straight to you. Hey, you drop ship, man. I do all that. They just know how to promote. They got fancy promoters. I told you, we pay people to become beautiful orators. Teach them to become the best orators. You got to sell these products. So you go in there and you tell them the right shit. Only the right thing to tell you is how the law operates. You did. All work pays. Can't go in negative. And don't, I'm not despising my small beginnings. It's like I expressed to my son. He bought a piece of stock. I'm like, well, you need to make a way where you can manage to put at least $25 every week in that thing, or every other week if permissible. But make sure, by all means, you add money into that stock. That way, you build your asset that's worth something, that's in a reputable company. And that being your asset, you can use that to get tax-free loans, if I'm not mistaken, because it's an asset. It's like an entity, a business. A business is an entity. It could be a human, it could be a building, it could be a car, it could be a truck. It's whatever they can get money off of. You create it. As long as they can tax it, let's run it. And it's not, it's eco-friendly. You ain't causing harm to the earth. Run it. That's how you create new ideas. Don't be afraid to fail. And I think, and it's not failure. I believe it's just practicing until you reach a certain plateau where things are running on 8 cylinders, and each aspect is working in every aspect of what you got going on is working to fulfill the mission. Say like now, okay, I purchased the paper to buy these prints. I mean to create print designs, vinyl cut print designs to sell. Will they sell? Yeah, they sell. Will I? Do they sell? Yes, they do. You have a $1 billion industry in t-shirt design t-shirts. This t-shirt design, that thing, I'm gonna pull this up. So I need to use my computer for that, but I'm about to cut these designs. I've been wanting to cut them all week. I finally tweaked them till I said, okay, they they ready to run. So I'm gonna cut them and put them out there. Put them out there to do what they do. And again with the small ones, you know. And again, I should make them big as fuck. I've been checking some of the prints out, but big ain't always good. That don't mean people want big, bold ass prints all the time. People be tweaking. Sometimes they want them, sometimes they don't. And then how people do business funny. It don't matter. Long as, to me, it don't matter. I want you to bring what you got. I use that, yes. Even if I don't use it, I'm supportive. I share the information consistently, not no one time, because people ain't gonna get it. It's a constant repetitive cycle. You have to constantly push. It's a push. It's work. You want to be, hey, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. How much can I make selling t-shirts? Simple question. How much can I make in a year off t-shirts? Somebody already did it, so the math is out here. You can, anything you want to know, you can look that stuff up. And then it's a matter of programming your mind. Once you lock in, you program your mind by studying the information. You get the knowledge on what you are doing, what you're getting involved in. It comes with instruction. You have to get how much. How much you can. And then it's a system set up. That's like a lot of those spots you see on the internet. How much can, see, they bringing up stuff already. How much can I make? Because the information's out there, so it'll help you. Ain't nothing wrong with sometimes searching for the information to see who's done it. That's how you learn from what's already done. You might not understand everything, but then you can go do your research. Make yourself familiar. Get comfortable with it. This is something you invested in. So yeah, do your research. You know, a lot of people get what they advisors. They pay advisors to advise them. I'm like, I don't know about all that. I wish you well and God bless the child who has his own, but I don't know about that because I've seen too many sports in the sports field, in the entertainment field. Too many black people got robbed fucking with talking about advisors and lawyers and things. You got to watch them people. How much can I make selling t-shirts? And you gotta know this is your niche. You don't have to listen to no goddamn people. I ain't talking about selling products. You're selling t-shirts. Sell t-shirts, and that comes with them. People will go to the gas station daily. I watch them buy t-shirts every day. They selling t-shirts $7.99. How much can I make selling t-shirts? Yes. And then you got how much can I make? Top 5 things you actually need to start a t-shirt. Do this or fail. Cheap way to start a t-shirt business, no equipment. Drop shipping. No, you ain't gotta have all shit. No. Fair use copyright. Fair use copyright, y'all. Gonna share this information. I'm gonna check that out. See what he putting out there. But no, you don't need no bunch of inventory or nothing. You need that desire and that passion to really drive yourself. Because as an entrepreneur, you're gonna run into a lot of naysayers, even the people that you're around. They are not going to want, a lot of people not going to support what you're doing. They're going to tell you, leave that alone, go get a job. And because the average person will probably think you want them to give you some money to help foot the bill. And that's just not the case. That's even with me. When I ask people for favors, I'm like, hold on. I can ask you for a favor because that's a marker that I already got set with you. You know what I'm saying? I do have value. I ain't just out here. No, we ain't. People are not just anybody. Some of us do have value, but just because we don't wear it and shouting it everywhere, that don't mean the value is not there. And I understand what I have and possess. Hold on, y'all. Check something. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Got to make sure I didn't leave the stove on. Where you going? Where you going? We got to get back to the money. So, fair use copyright. Let's see what Brock talking about.
One thing that you gotta have. When it comes to a heat press, there are two that I really like. Stars Fusion IQ.
Bro, like one thing. Bro, I got heat press.
For some reason, people think that starting a t-shirt business is really difficult. They think that you have to go to a screen printer, you have to have all this inventory, you have to have copyrights and trademarks and all this stuff. And eventually you can get to that. But let me tell you, all you need is 5 things and you can have a t-shirt business like that. Let's get into it. The one thing that you gotta have, whether you're doing DTF, white toner, vinyl, even if you're screen printing at home, there's one thing that you gotta have.
Big ass heat press.
When it comes to a heat press, there are 2 that I really like. Stars Fusion IQ and the HT.
Hold on, y'all.
Stars, right? I mean, it's the Rolls Royce top of the line, but it's a little pricey.
Yeah, Stars.
The HT Run Mini Press is great.
I got a regular press. You can push printing, but
you don't have control of the pressure. But they're both great machines. Guys, it is absolutely mandatory to have a heat press if you're going to get into the
you need a heat press.
Stuff at home. You need one of these. The next thing that you're absolutely going to need is some artwork. Whether you know Photoshop, Illustrator, whether you go somewhere and you buy it, have your cousin do it. You absolutely need an artwork because that's what's going to be on your t-shirt. Guys, a service that I love is Kiddo. I talk about it all the time. You can just go in, find a pre-made template, change it up to be exactly what you want, and you're on your way. See, we just changed up and turned it to aliens. Now, the next thing that you're absolutely going to need, I mean, you can't do t-shirts without them. You're going to need blanks. A place that I go is Blank Style. You just go there, they have everything. Bella Canvas, Tall Tags, Gildan, American Apparel. You name it, you order it, and they come to your house in a couple of days. And you don't need a retail or wholesale license. All right, you're going to need these, okay? Whether they're black, white, anything. You absolutely are
That's
going
what I
to
was
need
saying.
blank t-shirts to print your stuff. Now back in there,
That's what I was telling my son. Don't worry, we ain't gonna worry about no license. Whatever you do, we get going. And once it start accumulating money, you start that account and you get your paperwork in order. Start your business account where you can keep your money and you get your paperwork in order. You want to have some traction before you jump out there. Because even if you decide to do business with banks, they want to see that you are active already. They don't want to see a blank space there in your credit history. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to see no low credit scores because they will deny your ass. But if you've been taking care of your business, paying your bills, and they see it's a constant, you working with the system. You good, you got a decent credit score, yeah, they'll give you some credit. But you use that credit, and if you're using it in this manner, I know you're using it the right way because you're using it as an asset to make money. You're using them products to make money, and you can scale them and get more money.
I started this long time ago. There was really only one way to get into this in terms of printing your t-shirts. You had to have a screen printer. Well, guess what? Those days dead over. Okay, all you need is a company like Supercolor, whether it be screen printed transfers and whether it be Super DTF. They have you.
You want to go to store.supercolor.com. You want to click on Buy Super DTF, scroll down, upload your artwork,
any of the details, and check out. And in 3 days, you have yourself a whole bunch of transfers. Just like that. Now, the last thing, number 5, is all on you. Whether you're selling at events, selling at flea markets, selling at concerts, Shopify, online, Instagram, TikTok, no matter what you're doing, that's your sales process. You're going to take some hard work, some perseverance, right? You may have to get somebody to help you do some social media. That's going to take a little bit of hard work.
Now, when it comes to social media, I strongly suggest that you hire an influencer to wear your stuff. I've done it. It works, and it's much more cost effective than running ads, especially in the beginning. So scroll through Instagram, TikTok, maybe even YouTube. Contact someone, work out a deal, and have them wear your stuff.
However, the other process, super easy, super comfortable. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. That's all I can stand because I can't stand no more. And check out this video that I did. I think you are really going to enjoy it. Then it was about on my shoes and slide on out the door. So next time, peace. T-shirt coat.
Thanks, bro. It's just that simple. And that's what I just explained to my son. I'm not a t-shirt salesman. Man, you can sell anything. Don't never tell me you can't sell no t-shirts. Who you talking to? You can sell anything. Somebody told you that shit because they got nefarious thoughts on their mind. They not thinking about your survival. You know what I'm saying? You being able to get out here and compete and make some money, some real money. Run your own business. How in the hell you tell somebody that some of our people are sick? Some of our people are sick. We need healing, so you pray for them. I ain't gonna talk about people no more. I'm gonna pray for their ass. So they'll operate the way we supposed. So they'll operate the way we supposed to operate. We talking about them and speaking spells over them. Words have power. No, pray the word over them. So they can act in that manner. You want to get a good return out of us. Pray over us. You out there cutting up and the Holy Spirit hit you. What I done did, let me stop that. You know? Yeah. All right, with that, I'm about to roll and cut these. I'm going to come back and show y'all the finished product. I'm getting me some of that money. Peace. You get you some too. Don't be scared of nothing. Go get it. This ain't no phone does what it wants to do. You like the owner, huh? Okay, what colors? Black.